Hey, hello, I'm Kråkan, also known as Corvus Cornix, and welcome to Closet Movie Rambles, where I talk about old movies that I found in my closet while cleaning. This week's movie is The X-Files, or rather the episode Hungry, and it's about 42 minutes long. And it starts with a guy going through drive-thru in the middle of the night, and he pulls up to the delivery window, and he gets pulled inside. And 3 days later, Scully and Mulder goes to investigate the whole thing because he was obviously murdered. And they found out that this guy was killed by someone sucking the brain out of his skull. And sometime later, Mulder goes through the personnel and he talks to a specific kid called Robert. And Robert is suspicious right off the bat. He has blood on his fingers and he has a hot tub or like a bathtub full of water that Mulder doesn't notice. So right out the yard, when Robert is supposed to throw away something, I guess, he bumps into this guy who he thinks is Mulder, but it isn't. It's actually a private eye that's there to spy on his landlord by a jealous husband or something like that, which is like a brilliant thing. And Robert kills this guy off as well. So the next day, he wakes up in his sofa by one of his co-workers, who was actually like an inmate, and he's about to lose his job, and Robert gets extortionate, or what do you call it, like kind of blackmailed by this guy. So sometime later, Mulder goes to talk to Robert about a dumpster key because there was a body or something that would dispose with like the disposable truck, I guess. So Robert goes to see a counselor about his hunger problems, and he gets hungry and he makes up an excuse, so he has to leave for work. And then Robert has to go to like Durwood's house, this guy that was extorting him, this former inmate, to get his pills back, his diet pills, because out them he will probably eat some more people. And Durwood shows up, and what do you know? Robert kills him outright. And then some time later, Robert goes back to his apartment where Scully Mulder is, and they interrogate him in a manner. And I think they actually find him suspicious, but they don't have enough evidence on him. So sometime later after that, Robert attends this eating disorder, it's basically like an AA meeting. He talks about his disorder and how he actually likes meat, and it's kind of funny. So after the meeting, it turns out that the landlord, Cynthia or Sylvia, is actually having problems with her weight as well, and she has an eating disorder. And of course, Robert gets hungry and he eats the landlord, and he smashes up his apartment and he blames it on Daryl. They can't find Daryl anywhere, so that's the thing. And even later, Scully and Mulder kind of visit him when he's about to leave, and the counselor is there as well, try to talk him down. And he, right before Mulder and Scully actually appears, he shows her his true form. He takes off his like wig, and he has like a prosthesis kind of ears and stuff, and he has these teeth as well, which is actually kind of a cool makeup. And Mulder and Scully arrives and tell him to just come peacefully, but he gets shot down because he refuses. And as he is dying there, he says like, "I can't be something I'm not." And that's the end of the episode. It's kind of sad because he was struggling with this hunger thing, but he died in the end as well. So what do I think about the episode Hungry? Well, I like it. X-Files is one of those series that I go back through now and then, and it's kind of like this, it's a bit cringy actually, because these series were made in the 90s, so everything from cars to clothing has this sort of aged vibe to it, and the cell phones, if you can call it cell phones. But I like it. Maybe it's like a guilty pleasure because I kind of enjoy it. It's kind of a little bit cheesy on the horror side, but the makeup and effects are kind of good-ish. I don't think I can recommend it, but I like it anyway. So anyway, thanks for listening and watching, and take care.